Can you imagine a boy of mixed heritage born in Hawaii, with parents from opposite sides of the world, who would one day become one of the youngest presidents in American history? The remarkable journey of Barack Obama began in exactly that way. He grew up surrounded by both hope and challenge, from his early childhood in Honolulu to the most powerful office on earth. In this video, we will explore the key turning points of his life. A story that transcended barriers, moving from a modest home on Oahu to the White House, where a new chapter of modern history unfolded. Stay with us until the end to discover the deeper message behind this extraordinary journey. Barack Hussein Obama II was born on the 4th of August, 1961, in Honolulu, Hawaii, United States. His father, Barack Obama Sr., was a student from Kenya. His mother, Stanley Ann Dunham, was a young American woman from Kansas. They met while studying at the University of Hawaii. They quickly formed a close bond. They married in early 1961. Not long afterward, Barack Obama was born into the happiness of a young couple. That happiness, however, did not last. Ann Dunham soon learned that Obama's father already had a wife and children in Kenya. This painful revelation placed an irreversible strain on their marriage. When Obama was just 1 month old, Anne left Hawaii with her infant son. She moved to Seattle to continue her studies. Barack Obama Sr., meanwhile, went on to pursue graduate education at Harvard University on the East Coast. In 1964, the couple finalized their divorce. They went their separate ways. Following the end of the marriage, Ann Dunham returned to Hawaii. She later married Lolo Soetoro, an Indonesian student. In 1967, the small family moved with Soetoro to Jakarta, Indonesia. For young Obama, who was then 6 years old, life in a developing country was entirely unfamiliar. It was often challenging, yet he adapted quickly. Within months, he was speaking Indonesian fluently. He became comfortable in his new environment. His stepfather treated him as his own son. He taught him valuable lessons about daily life and local culture. During his years in Indonesia, Obama attended local schools. Each day after classes, his mother patiently taught him English at home. She wanted to preserve a strong educational foundation. In 1971, believing that her son needed greater academic opportunities, Anne decided to send Obama back to Hawaii. He went to live with his maternal grandparents. Returning to Hawaii at the age of 10, Barack Obama began a new chapter under the care of his grandparents. They enrolled him at Punahou School, one of the most prestigious private schools in the state. There, Obama faced the challenge of being different. He was among very few students of African descent. At that time, such backgrounds were rare in Hawaii. As a result, he often felt isolated because of his appearance and family history. To cope with this sense of difference and to build confidence, Obama turned to basketball. On the court, the once shy boy gradually became more self-assured. Sports strengthened his physical abilities. They also helped him form friendships. They allowed him to enjoy the spirit of youth. Like many teenagers, however, Obama went through a period of inner struggle. He confronted social pressures. He questioned his identity. Guided by his mother's teachings, which emphasized equality and human dignity, Obama gradually learned to take pride in his multicultural background. He resolved to transform his differences into motivation for personal growth. Years later, reflecting on this period, Obama acknowledged that he had worked to define himself as a black man in America. He was determined that others would not judge him solely by outward appearances. In 1979, Obama graduated from Punahou School. With strong academic results, he left Hawaii to begin his university studies. A new chapter of his life opened. He spent 2 years studying in Los Angeles. He then transferred to Columbia University in New York City. At Columbia, the young Obama focused on political science. He began nurturing a clear ambition to contribute meaningfully to society. After graduating in 1983, Obama chose not to pursue a high-paying corporate career. Instead, he committed himself to public service. He moved to Chicago. He worked as a community organizer. He supported low-income workers in disadvantaged neighborhoods on the city's South Side. Each day, he listened closely to the challenges people faced. He advocated for better housing. He advocated for education. He advocated for employment opportunities. These experiences gave Obama a deep understanding of social inequality. They convinced him that lasting change required engagement with the legal and political system. Determined to gain the tools needed to make a broader impact, he decided in 1988 to continue his education. He enrolled at Harvard Law School. It was one of the most respected institutions in the United States. At Harvard Law School, Obama quickly demonstrated exceptional ability. He joined the editorial board of the Harvard Law Review. He was elected its president. He became the first African-American student in history to hold that position. This achievement brought him national attention. It marked his emergence on the public stage. During a summer internship at a law firm in Chicago in 1989, Obama met a young attorney named Michelle Robinson. The two married in 1992. They later had two daughters, Malia and Sasha. In 1995, Obama's mother passed away after a long battle with cancer. Witnessing her struggle with illness and the financial burden of medical care left a profound impact on him. Years later, as president, Obama would draw on this personal experience. It motivated him to pursue reform of the American healthcare system. After completing his legal education, Obama returned to Chicago. He began his professional life in multiple roles. He worked as a civil rights lawyer. He served as a lecturer in constitutional law at the University of Chicago. He remained active as a community activist. His growing reputation and public trust soon laid the foundation for a deeper involvement in politics. In 1996, Obama was elected to the Illinois State Senate. 4 years later, in 2000, he ran for a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives. He was unsuccessful. The experience proved to be a valuable lesson in preparation for greater opportunities ahead. The major turning point came in 2004. Barack Obama ran for the United States Senate. He won. In July of that year, he was invited to deliver the keynote address at the Democratic National Convention. His powerful speech centered on themes of hope and unity. It captured the attention of millions. Almost overnight, the name Barack Obama became widely known across the nation. In November 2004, he was elected U.S. Senator representing the state of Illinois. In the Senate, he was quickly regarded as a rising political figure. In February 2007, Obama announced his candidacy for President of the United States. The 2008 campaign became a historic test. First, he faced a formidable challenge within the Democratic Party from Senator Hillary Clinton. With a message built around hope and change, Obama steadily gained momentum. His grassroots campaign style resonated strongly with voters. It especially energized younger generations. In June 2008, he secured the Democratic nomination. He selected Senator Joe Biden as his running mate. Biden brought experience and balance to the ticket. Obama's opponent in the general election was Republican Senator John McCain. The campaign unfolded across the country with great intensity. Obama continued to present an optimistic vision for America's future. He outlined plans to address a rapidly weakening economy. On the 4th of November 2008, Barack Obama won a decisive victory in the presidential election. He officially became President-elect of the United States. For the first time in the nation's history, an African American was chosen to hold the highest office. Obama's historic victory filled millions of Americans with joy and renewed hope. On election night in Grant Park, Chicago, a vast crowd cheered through tears of happiness. Obama appeared on stage with his wife and two daughters. His win carried political significance. It also carried powerful symbolic meaning. It represented a more inclusive America. It showed that people, regardless of race or background, could aspire to achieve their dreams. Barack Obama was inaugurated as the 44th President of the United States on the 20th of January 2009. He entered office facing immense challenges. The nation was in the grip of the most severe financial crisis since the Great Depression. American forces remained deeply engaged in conflicts in the Middle East. Public expectations for the new president were exceptionally high. In his earliest months in office, President Obama moved swiftly to address the crisis. He advanced a large-scale economic stimulus package. It aimed to stabilize banks. It supported businesses. It helped ordinary citizens weather the downturn. His administration also took decisive action to rescue the American auto industry from collapse. These measures preserved hundreds of thousands of jobs. Through these strong actions, the U.S. economy gradually began to recover. Beyond economic recovery, Obama left a lasting mark through healthcare reform. In 2010, he signed the Affordable Care Act. It was widely known as Obamacare. The law expanded health insurance coverage to tens of millions of Americans. It advanced the goal that everyone should have access to medical care. This legislation is widely regarded as one of the most significant social reforms in the United States in decades. It reflected Obama's leadership philosophy. He believed government should play a role in supporting vulnerable groups. On the international stage, President Obama pursued a more cooperative and flexible approach to foreign policy. He set out to bring long-running conflicts to an end. In 2010, he announced the conclusion of U.S. combat operations in Iraq. He outlined plans to gradually reduce troop levels in Afghanistan. In 2011, Obama authorized a special operation that resulted in the elimination of Osama bin Laden. Bin Laden was the architect of the September 11 attacks. The successful mission removed the leader of al-Qaeda. It marked a major milestone in counterterrorism efforts. It brought a strong sense of national pride to the United States. In 2012, Obama entered the race for re-election. He faced Republican nominee Mitt Romney. Drawing on achievements in economic recovery and healthcare reform during his first term, Obama persuaded voters. He argued that the country should continue along the path he had set. He defeated Romney. He won re-election in November 2012. During his second term, from 2013 to 2017, Obama continued to pursue bold initiatives. He made climate change a central priority. He led the United States to join the Paris Agreement in 2015. In foreign relations, he announced the normalization of relations with Cuba. This ended more than half a century of hostility. It reflected his vision of a more cooperative and interconnected world. At home, American society also saw important progress in human rights. Obama publicly expressed support for same-sex marriage. In 2015, the U.S. Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage nationwide. This marked a historic milestone for the LGBTQ+ community. Obama's calm leadership style, measured conduct, and consistently optimistic message continued to earn strong public approval in the United States and respect abroad. In January 2017, Barack Obama completed his term and transferred the presidency to his successor, Donald Trump. He left office with high approval ratings. His legacy was defined by significant economic, social, and diplomatic achievements. Beyond specific policies, however, Obama's greatest legacy lies in the inspiration he ignited. Through his own life story, he demonstrated the power of hope and change. He strengthened the belief of millions that barriers can be overcome and aspirations achieved. After leaving office, Barack Obama finally had time to live more fully with his family. He traveled and enjoyed everyday moments with his wife and daughters, following 8 demanding years in public service. Yet he did not truly step away from public life. He began writing his memoirs, which were soon published. His wife, Michelle Obama, released her own best-selling memoir. Together, the Obamas produced documentary films and hosted podcasts. They continued to share meaningful stories and messages with a wide audience. In addition, Barack Obama established an organization bearing his name. Its mission was to train young leaders and strengthen community engagement. He frequently appears at public events. He delivers speeches on issues such as equality, education, and climate change. In politics, he has remained willing to speak out in defense of the policies he helped create when they are challenged. He has also actively supported Democratic candidates in various elections. In 2020, he campaigned strongly to help Joe Biden, his former vice president, win the presidency. From a boy of mixed heritage who grew up without a constant father figure to the leader of a global power, Barack Obama has shown that one's origins do not define one's future. Rather, determination, perseverance, and a strong belief in oneself are the true keys to success. His life story stands as a powerful illustration of the American dream. It reflects the idea that anyone, if willing to dream boldly and work relentlessly, can achieve what once seemed impossible. Before we close, if you found this journey inspiring, please consider supporting the channel by liking the video and subscribing for more stories like this. Your support encourages us to continue sharing more meaningful life stories, from a childhood marked by hardship to years of quiet dedication beyond the spotlight of political power. Barack Obama has remained true to his character. He has remained humble, compassionate, and always moving forward. Although he has left the White House, the legacy he created continues to shine. It shines not only through policies or accomplishments, it shines through the enduring inspiration he offers to millions around the world. That inspiration is rooted in hope and the courage to rise beyond limitations. Looking back on Barack Obama's journey, we are reminded of an important lesson. Never lose hope. Never be afraid to push beyond perceived boundaries. It is faith in tomorrow and the determination to overcome challenges that allow us to turn the impossible into reality. This is exactly what Barack Obama did through the extraordinary story of his life. Thank you for watching until the end. We look forward to seeing you again in our upcoming videos.